So, hey, I woke up today and I saw blood in my underpants and I said, yes, thank Goddess, I've gotten my period. Hallelujah, amen, ashe. I'm loving it. It is your girl, Baby J, and a lot of people, when I talk about actually that I love being on my period and I love getting my period, they look at me like I am absolutely insane. Like they say to me, they're like, how in the world can you love your period? It literally sucks. It's literally the worst part of the month. And I'm like, hey, you better stop it with that mindset, because that is what it's gonna be. I'm one of those people, right? And people are like, oh my God, those people. But it's actually so true. And honestly, when we start understanding the moon, okay, we start really plugging into the moon and understanding the moon, how it represents us and how it's a big part of our divine feminine energy. We start reprogramming and, building a better relationship with the moon energy. Then we realize after a while, your periods actually don't suck anymore. Your periods are actually a time of massive intuitive gifts and powers activating within your body, a time of releasing and letting go of things that no longer serve you, and just really being able to step into your divine feminine energy, feeling really like witchy, feeling really magical and stuff of that nature. This is what connecting with the moon is all about. It's a time to really process your emotions, to heal yourself, and to really be in tune with your own inner goddess energy so that you can be magnetic and you can really learn how to nurture yourself, take care of yourself, and just enjoy this beautiful life. So yes, this is what today's video is about. Today's video is about tapping into the moon's energy. How can we tap into the moon's energy? Now, if you haven't seen my previous video talking about the magic of periods and stuff of that nature, make sure you go check that video out. I'll link a card right here. But definitely check out that video, because in that video I talk about the secrets of the period. We're gonna tap into the period in this video as well, but yeah, just check out that video too. But in this video, we're gonna talk about specifically how can we sync ourselves up to the moon, what the moon represents, and the benefits of syncing ourselves with the moon as women. More and more people are beginning to realize the power of the moon, because I remember back in the day when I would ask people what their moon sign is, they'd be like, what are you talking about, moon sign? But everybody knows what their sun sign is. It kind of shows you the relationship that we have with our feminine energy, because that's what the moon is representing. The moon is this connection that we have to the mother energy, the all great mother energy that we hear from so many cultures and religions and ancient, civilizations. She's the Yemaya, okay? She's the Aset or Isis. She is that grand mother of all energy that created the whole entire universe, okay? The moon is the mother archetype. She is your mother in real life, and she is the mother within you. And when we talk about the mother energy, this just isn't talking about, creating babies and children. This is tapping into the ability to be able to create the life that you want, to manifest, and to be able to really feel in alignment with your femininity on such a natural way. And when we get back into alignment with our natural essence, so does our life reflect that, okay? We start getting money, right? Okay, we start getting the relationships we want. We start feeling better inside and out. We start looking better. We start having a better relationship with our spirituality, and everything starts to naturally occur with ease because it's what is already natural to us. So the moon is a symbol of sustenance. Okay, sustenance, abundance. The moon is a symbol of intuition, mystery, okay, rhythms and cycles. Okay, the moon is about timing, because the moon is constantly always changing phases. The moon is very fluid. The moon controls the tides, the water here on earth, and we happen to be made up of mostly water in our bodies. So the moon has a very deep, unconscious and parasympathetic relationship to us. The moon has an autonomic effect on our nervous system, because it's very unconsciously kind of controlling the way that we do things. It's our unconscious mind, our subconscious, our tendencies. So by studying the moon, we basically study our divine feminine energy. This is the secret to the divine feminine when we start connecting with the moon. So like I said before in that previous video talking about periods and stuff of that nature, you want to sync yourself up with the moon. This is absolutely key, major key to do as a woman, because like I said, the moon is the feminine symbol. She is the feminine archetype. So when you are living out of alignment with the moon, out of alignment with your divine feminine energy. So an example of living out of alignment with the divine feminine moon energy is constantly being on, I hate to say it, I hate to be controversial, but it has to be said, by being on hormonal birth control, not knowing your body and not knowing why your body does what it does, constantly rejecting your emotions, constantly rejecting and ignoring your intuition and your gut feelings, staying in relationships that literally suffocate you or make you feel like crap or don't nourish you on the inside and out. Always feeling like you aren't truly fulfilled because you don't even know what it feels like to feel fulfilled, because moon is about nourishment. You don't even know how to nourish yourself. We see this a lot in people who grew up having a hard life, or for some reason they're just not used to having good things in their life. So when somebody even tries to give them something good, to give them something that's actually beneficial, to give them love or to give them something nice, they'll reject it because they think that that person has some ulterior motives, or they think that that person is going to manipulate them, or they just think that they don't deserve it on the unconscious level. So they block it out, they continuously block out their blessings. These are all signs that you have a messed up relationship with your moon energy. So you want to start syncing yourself up to moon, syncing yourself up to the divine feminine energy. And when you do this, all those things that I just said are going to be reversed, and you're going to be more connected to who you truly are, your authenticity, and everything is just going to flow. Because like I said, everything has a cycle, and the moon teaches us that lesson. So when you learn how to go with the cycle instead of all this resistance, everything in life is just going to be a lot easier. These are going to be the 5 ways that you can really tap into the moon's energy. They're very simple. It is not complicated, and it's not complicated for a reason. It literally is the natural essence that we should be doing in this life, but we forgot about this sometime along the way. The first thing you want to do consistently is moon gaze. You want to moon gaze very often, which is very simple. All you have to do is go outside on a full moon. Specifically, I like doing this on a full moon, but you can do this on any part of the moon phase. You want to just go outside and stare at the moon. Every time I go outside and it's a full moon, I just be like, hey Luna, what's up? Like, what's up, Luna? Just connect with the moon, build a relationship with the moon's energy. So literally just go outside, stare at the moon, and get lost into the moon. And something I like to do is when I'm staring at the moon, I just like talk to the moon inside of my head, because I'm very clairvoyant naturally. So I'll be like, hey Luna, what's up? What messages do you have for me? And I just stare at the moon, or I close my eyes and I feel the moonlight hitting my forehead, and then I just channel that intuitive message from Luna. You could do that as well. Just pay attention to the moon. When you go outside and you're walking or you're driving, just notice the moon and just like honor her for a second. Be like, oh, hey Luna, hey moon. Start making that and building that relationship with the moon's energy. That's gonna help you sync yourself up to the moon. The second thing you wanna do is moon bathing. So you want to bathe in moon charged water. And I know, oh my God, the hippies, right? The crystal lovers. And I know some people are gonna look at me like, oh my God, you're so woo-woo. But I hate when people say that, because literally this is just getting back into our being. This is getting back into our roots. So there's nothing woo-woo about it. This is amazing. So you want to get back into the moon's energy by bathing with moon water, which is very simple. And honestly, this is a really good way to manifest as well. But you simply want to get a pot, and preferably a pot that has a glass cover. And then you want to just go over to the pot And you can make this is a simple way to manifest too. So you can go to the kitchen, get you the pot with the glass cover, and you want to boil the water. And as the water is about to reach a boil, you want to stir the pot. And as you are staring at the pot, you want to tell the water what you want to occur in your life. And you want to say, hey, I'm trying to tap into my moon energy. I'm trying to tap into my intuition, to my beauty, to my divine femininity, to my nurturing energy, whatever the case is, whatever intention that you want. You take it, and then you take that pot, you put it outside, put the lid on it, let it charge underneath the full moon's light, or even the darkness, whatever suits you, because the new moon could also be a good time to do this as well. Put it outside and let the moon energy charge it, and that's gonna be awesome. Then you take a bath with it, or if you don't have a bath, you take a shower and you just dump it all over your head and all over your body, and you bathe yourself in moon water. Or if you're like me and you happen to be blessed, if you live in Florida or something and you got a pool, or you have access to a pool or a beach or water, when there's a full moon, go outside and just chill underneath the water. Like, not underneath, well, maybe underneath, but chill inside of the water. Take a bath outside underneath of the moonlight. Oh my God, there's something so divine and magical about this. Like, go outside and underneath a full moon and just do it. It's so great. Number 4, get you a piece of moonstone, or better yet, if you want to be like me, your girl happens to be an owner of the moon. Your girl happens to have a possession of the moon in her possession. Let me show you. Boom. This is an actual piece of the moon in my possession. This is an actual piece of moon. She took moon days to a whole different level. Okay, I literally have 2 pieces of the moon. You see, I don't know if you can see the writing. This piece of the moon was found in 2017, so yeah, I literally have a piece of moon in my possession. Get you a piece of the moon. Or get you some moonstone, which is a crystal that's heavily associated with the moon's energy, and I love moonstone. It is one of those crystals that will help to activate your divine feminine energy. When you work with moonstone and you put it out underneath the moon, or just having it in your possession, you'll realize that you'll begin to tap into your emotions. You'll begin to access your divine femininity by, really being able to tap into the being of a woman, like being a woman and appreciating woman energy and woman energy, right? And it allows you to even connect with the women in your life a lot better, a lot easier. Okay, you wanted to work with groups of women, this is definitely a good stone to work with. Activating the intuition, protecting you through your journeys, especially if you're traveling at night. Keep you some moonstone. Moonstone is also good for just overall like boosting fertility. This is a good stone for mothers and stuff of that nature. Moonstone is amazing, and every woman should have a piece of moonstone. I do have moonstone jewelry and moonstone pieces on my store. They sell out very quickly, so get it as quickly as you can at mysticmommy.com. But yes, get you a piece of moonstone, and working with moonstone, this is going to help you to also sync yourself up with the moon's energy, which is going to help you so much as a woman. The 5th thing that you want to do to connect with the moon's energy is to stare at the mirror. And I know what a lot of you are thinking. You're like, what does that have to do with anything? What are you talking about? Okay, so the moon is a reflector. The moon's light is a reflection of the sun. So the moon basically is this reflective force that allows you to see yourself, right? Because when you tap into the moon's energy, you're tapping into this ability to really reflect upon who you are, to contemplate, to dive deep into the unconscious realm and be able to tap in there to get the stuff that you want, to uncover your past, to be able to do the deep healing and shadow work on yourself. The only time that we're able to see ourselves in this life is when we're looking in a mirror, when we're looking at that reflective force. And if you know anything about moon energy has a lot to do with silver. And if you look at mirrors, they have no color within themselves, but they give me this moon vibe. So definitely look at yourself in the mirror and do some mirror work on yourself and just stare at your eyes. I talked about this before in my alien video, but just look at yourself in the mirror and stare directly at your eyes and get lost in the soft gaze. And you'll notice that this is going to activate your psychic gifts and powers. And I'm not saying this, like, this is real life. If you stare at yourself in the mirror from a conscious perspective, the mirror is literally a portal to your subconscious mind. I'm trying to tell you in other realms. I know it sounds crazy. If you ever looked at the TV show Black Mirror is a TV show that really is about diving into subconscious minds and programming and stuff like that. And if you know anything about when people stare into crystal balls, when people stare into black screens, this is about really activating that seeing, that seer energy within you. So if you stare at your own self in the mirror and your own eyes in the mirror, you're gonna start seeing all types of things. And this is gonna help you when it comes to reflection. Because when you learn how to master your reflection, you realize that your life is only going to be a byproduct of the things that you embody within yourself. And the moon teaches us that, Venus teaches us that, feminine energy itself teaches us that. So this is going to be helpful if you want to tap in to the moon's energy. Look at yourself in the mirror and adore yourself as well. The sixth thing that you want to do to tap into the moon's energy is get you some silver. This is a silver coin that I have in my possession. Silver is a metal that is deeply associated with the energy of the moon. It's a symbol of protection. It's a symbol of divine femininity. It's a symbol of abundance and also prosperity. So by getting silver, you're also investing in yourself. And because silver is always going to have some value on this planet. So get some silver, and that's going to help you to activate that divine feminine energy within yourself. Silver has the highest reflectivity and electric and thermal conductivity of all the metals. So silver is a really good metal that you can use to basically amplify your frequency. And it also helps to amplify the frequency of other crystals that you bring into its aura and auric field and stuff of that nature. It is the moon's energy right here. So definitely tap into this silver energy. Get a silver coin, silver jewelry, whatever the case is. This is going to help you to really connect to that moon energy within yourself. So something you also want to do when it comes to connecting with the moon is obviously getting back in alignment with the moon phases and using the moon phases for manifestation. This is something that is going to come extremely natural to women because this is literally our energy. So definitely use the moon cycles. Now, there's a lot of parts of the moon cycles, but you can break it down into 4 parts: the new moon, the waxing moon, the full moon, and the waning moon. These phases of the moon cycle are really important, and you can start to tap into them and see how you feel around these certain cycles. And this can give you an indication of, okay, how are you connecting with your feminine energy? So the new moon is a time of new beginnings, hence the word new. When we are looking up in the sky and the sky is completely dark and all we see is stars, then this is the new moon. When the sky is completely blank, this is the time for new seeds, new beginnings, and for starting new projects, starting new relationships, setting new intentions for yourself. So when it comes to manifestation, the new moon is a time where you want to say, I want to experience this moon cycle, and this is what is going to happen for myself. It's the perfect time to write down your goals like they already have occurred. This month I made $10,000, $300,000, whatever the case is. This month I was able to boom, boom, boom. I like to write that down on a piece of paper and then plant it in the ground, or just have it close to me, so that is me setting intentions for what I want. Or sometimes you could always just say it in your head. This is something ideal to do underneath the new moon's energy. All kinds of new beginnings. Now, the waxing moon is when the energy is starting to increase and the moon is starting to get fuller and fuller. So it's starting to get bigger and bigger. So this is a time where you're gonna start seeing the things that you were setting intentions to starting to begin to come to fruition. Certain things are gonna start to happen that are gonna be like, oh, okay, my manifestation is coming because of these synchronicities or these changes or these people hitting me up or these opportunities, whatever the case is. This is a time when your manifestations are going to start taking form. And this is also a time where you got to condition You want to condition yourself. So you want to keep on nurturing yourself. You want to keep on taking action. You want to keep on putting energy into the thing that you want, because this is what the waxing moon is all about: strengthening something, working out, you know, all of these things. And then the full moon, the classic full moon, right? When the full moon is out, everything is bright. Everybody's unconscious is just lit up on the full moon. This is why people have a tendency to just be up, can't sleep on a full moon, because your subconscious is completely being shown. The light is on your subconscious mind when the full moon is out. So that's why people act a little crazy on full moons and why crazy things happen. My grandfather used to tell me, he's a doctor, and when he worked in the hospital, he worked at a psychiatric type of hospital type joint. He used to always say his patients would get a little bit extra, you know, buck wild underneath the full moon, without a doubt, every single time. This is because those people are naturally more open to their intuitive energies and gates and portals. But at the same time, in general, for everybody, this is a time when we're all very connected to the moon's energy. It's just out. You can't help but to see it. So therefore, on a full moon, this is where you get to reap the harvest, okay? These are where your harvest is going to be seen. The things that you set intentions with, it's there. It's out. Like, you get to reap the rewards, okay? You get to have the harvest. A full moon is also a time for culmination. It's a time for releasing, okay? Letting things go. Letting things go, just letting it go, letting it go, letting it shut off. This is the perfect time to do any kind of release ritual where you want to just let go of a habit or let go of a relationship, let go of old stagnant energy, doing a bath that is going to allow you to just release all the negative energy. So you want to use salt in your baths to release old energy, right? This is the perfect time to do things like that underneath the full moon. And to also do a lot of magic stuff, like do a lot of magical stuff underneath the full moon, a lot of meditation, a lot of spell, channeling, like all of that. The full moon is the perfect time to do that. And then, okay, we have the waning moon. So the waning is where we're getting back to sleep, where we are going back to the new moon, where the energy starts to calm down and things start to be more at peace as well again. When things were a little bit hectic, the waning moon starts to calm it down a little bit and we go back into the new moon cycle. But the waning moon is also a good time that I have found to actually begin to manifest as well. That I found it's actually been a good time to set intentions as well. But you can use the waning moon to also continue to release things and to just think about what you want as well, to start to contemplate what you want and stuff of that nature. Be very intuitive about what you use the waning moon for. The moon takes 28 days to do this whole process. Just like, what do our periods do? Our periods and our cycles take 28 days as well. Not a coincidence at all, by the way. Like the Roman goddess Mensa, she rules over things like mathematics, calculations, calendars, tables, and record keeping, okay? The moon goddess of numerical systems. That's what Mensa, menstruation, Mensa is all about, right? This is no coincidence. And this is also hinting at the fact that the moon holds over timing, because that's what the moon is about, timing and cycles. And it's funny how we all have this very interesting relationship with our period. We like to look at our period like it's a negative thing, like it's a bad thing, like it's something that we should be ashamed of. Like we literally get taught that as children, like, oh, you're on your period, don't tell anybody, or ew, gross. Like boys literally always say, ew, gross, stay away from a woman when she's on her period because she's crazy. And we have all these cramps and stuff. Y'all, I'm on my period right now. I feel no cramps. I feel absolutely no cramps whatsoever. I feel energized. I feel good. This is what happens when you align yourself to the moon's energy. You literally start to step into what is natural to you, and all the pain, the cramps, and all that stuff, it is coming from being out of alignment with your moon energy. I hate to tell you. So the chemicals the hormones, the animal products, all of these things are bringing you out of alignment. The negative emotions that you haven't released, dealt with, and faced, the shadow work that you haven't done, the toxic relationships that you continue to hold on to in your life, the negative relationship that you have with your own mom or your mother energy within your being. This is all contributing to a negative period, because a period is just meant for you to cleanse your energy, to release what no longer serves, and to be a very detoxing period for you. It's a detox period, and a period where you are literally tapped into your inner magic. So if you are feeling a lot of pain on your period, it's because you have somewhere along the line, like we all do, we have unplugged from our power, and we have failed to realize this magic that lives within our bodies. And that is your body saying, listen to me. It's time for you to listen. It's time for you to wake up, because the moon isn't always, love and light. There is a dark side to the moon. So if you are experiencing pain, it happens like that. It's like a wake-up call. And it's just so crazy how we look at periods like it's disgusting, when literally so many ancient cultures used to look at period blood like it was the most sacred thing of earth, like on earth, whatever the case is. The Romans said man was made of earth, but the power that made a human body grow was the moon, the source of menstrual blood. Menstruation literally used to be synonymous with words like sacred, incomprehensible, magical, supernatural, and spiritual, spirit itself. The Egyptian or Kemetic pharaohs became divine by ingesting the blood of Isis or Aset. Literally, this is talking about people ingesting period blood. I know, trigger, oh my gosh. This is what the ancients used to do, y'all. Okay, the people that made the periods, did all that stuff, period. That's what they did. Comment down below, period. The Moorish said, human souls are made of menstrual blood, which when retained in the womb assumes human form and grows into man. Indians in South America said, all mankind was made of moon blood in the beginning. The people of Greece said that period blood was supernatural red wine. The Taoist people and culture said man could become immortal by ingesting a woman's red yin juice from a woman's mysterious gateway. This is real life. Y'all, don't sleep. Stop sleeping. Wake up, realize the power that is in your body right here, right now. The Cherokee used to say that period blood was the source of feminine strength and had the power to destroy enemies. So when you align yourself with your cycle, you realize that your period actually can be this moment where you can be fully aligned with your spiritual self, your psychic abilities, your manifestation power, and this primal time to release things that no longer serve you, so that you can shed that, get that ish out of your body, and you can just be free and liberated and a powerful goddess being in the here and now. Have you ever noticed that on your period you feel extra drained, or you feel very weighed down? Sometimes you could have a lot of bowel movements, okay? All of that stuff. It's because it's a time of release. When you have a lot to release, it's gonna be hard to shed all that stuff out. When you do the things I said previously and align yourself with the moon, this is gonna help you to get into natural alignment with your life, so that every part of your cycle can be an easygoing process, and you can allow yourself to really tap into what it means to be a powerful freaking woman in the here and now, right here. Some simple things that you can do to make your period easier: eat light around your period. If you're not going to eat light all the time, like if you're not going to be vegan or eat light all the time, at least the week before your period and on your period, eat vegetables, fruits, alkaline things, drink lots of water, okay? Stay away from alcohol and stuff like that. Really allow yourself to detox. Lots of fiber, okay? Have a lot of fiber, have a lot of iron, magnesium, and also a good tea for you to get into is Dong Quai and red raspberry leaf. Those are 2 teas to really get into as well, to help ease the symptoms of your period and to make your period just a better experience. I'm gonna make another video fully dedicated to periods, but those are some simple things that you can do to help you out, as well as heat and meditation. So yes, this was a video about how to tap into the power of your moon energy so that you can activate your divine femininity. If you're excited about all this, comment down below, period, so that I know that we are making moves out here in the world and that we have women all over the world, all types of countries, activating their divine feminine energy. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Check out my store, mysticmommy.com, and also sign up down below in the description box to get the email for when my classes are going to release. Yes, they're going to be releasing soon. The first class is going to be about seduction and psychic secrets of seduction the divine feminine way. They're going to be so powerful, so you don't want to miss that email. And yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye.